Top morning, ladies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Zuko has the powers of infinity. This is a newer one, not compared to like Infinity Stones or like usual cred. So he can basically and sorry, he basically has no limits to his power. That's why there's a ball and chains are on there. These ones that like around his arms and his waist and his legs. Here, let me basically around his arms, like stomach and his legs. But he can, when he takes them off, it's all over for whoever challenged him in the first place. So, yeah. Yeah. So, and reason why I am using like this is because of her from the anime where she like throws balls and chains things around. So yeah. So yeah. And I'm also throwing in Zumi, so plus a couple times I gave like Inko a special quirk that allows her to take away memories and gives them thing. So yeah. So let's begin with them being born. If I find the picture of the doctor. Doctor. Sorry, my brain's hurting. So they reach the age of 4. And they of course they just went to the doctors. At the doctors, he decides to do like a little court test. So they looked at Zumi, tells her that she has like fire manipulation and she can become a hero, but her brother can't become a hero without a quirk. So they decided after they left, they like took away memories of her, or like she took away Zumi's, or basically like add or like take away her memories of her brother, like basically changing it and took away his memories too. So, and then just straight up abandoned him. After he got abandoned, and he was a whole different person. Was like basically like her when she's acting like cute thing. But when during the age of 5, he got these ball and chains around his body when he was sleeping, as he's practicing with them. So he was like, okay, I don't remember. As he didn't cause any chaos. So he trained harder and harder. Or actually in his dream, in Zirgu's dream, he saw himself like the most powerful, dangerous version of himself had chains around his entire body, keeping him from getting as he goes to, so he goes to the beach, and he used wrecking balls things, or I'll just call them that, and he basically trained harder. He basically moved. The wrecking balls were the way bigger than ones that you see on your screen right now. They were twice as tall, or twice as big. That's what. Sorry. So yeah. So he starts training them. He moves around really fast. And he noticed that they were, when he looked at these, and he was like, they're not normal ones. They're, okay. As he goes to UA at age of 15, so he trained himself to move faster and faster, not slower or slower. So yeah, so they go home, and he had he got 100% on his quirk assessment test, the written part, and he was done way faster than anyone that they ever saw. They were before they even picked up a pencil, he was done. so fast. As he took one of his ball and chains thing, put it on his lap as ever, like, the people that were testing them, things that was weird. As some of them are like, after they were all done, they just realized that they're not normal ones. As, yeah, so he ends up like he like broke the world's record, or he passed All Might's record, because with like he did that, yeah, and for the 0-pointer thing, he climbed up it, and he says, hey, big guy, as he did that. Knock its own head off. Yeah. And, yeah. When Zuko was done, he says, that was fun. Let's do it again. But this time, more aggressive. As they're like, holy crud, this student is, or this, took off a 0-pointer's head. And as one of the 0-pointer's arms just came in, but the chains realized it, and of course, he says, as yeah. So, they leave. And the next day, I am skipping the ball throw. And after the ball throw thing, he got infinity. Basically like how Ochako was with those cannonball things, or with those wrecking balls. So Mr. Aizawa decides, okay, how about no, never mind. So he ends up going. I'm also skipping the heroes versus villains. And yeah, Zuko could. So now the USJ, they show up, and he sits by himself. On the bus, in the back, or in the front, as he says, okay. As he was sleeping, as when he was in his dream, he saw his own power herself, like overpowered character, as it looked back at him, telling him that if he and was gonna be destructive. As the one of the eyeballs were talking into his, or actually eyeball transformed into a mouth and starts talking to him. It's like a little boombox thing. As he says, if you remove those ones, then you'll set me free from this most powerfulest chains that you see before you. And the trade-off was actually your quirk. Your quirk was called hyper regeneration. The reason why the good doctor didn't see you or didn't do or didn't find it is because from birth you actually or it was a trade-off to gain this much power at you gained me as the Infinity Lord. So yeah, as Ochako, Redhead, and Momo and everyone heard the Wrecking Ball talking, was they were scared out of their minds if whatever this Infinity Lord was, plus a trade-off for getting rid of his quirk to gain this much power. As Zuko, who says, hyper regeneration. What did that do? It was basically regenerate your entire body from even a molecule to a full person in a matter of one second faster than a normal person could regenerate. And your friends or your classmates are basically would be in danger if I get released. And I could tell that they're listening to our conversation, as they couldn't believe how did they, or Otakus and the rest of them says, how do you know we're here? As he says, well, I have those eyes aren't just for show, right? They are my eyes and ears. So, goodbye, classmates. As Zumi was even freaking out. Like, she was basically like, saying, what the heck? As he woke up, as the mouth turned back into the eyeball on his, like, wrecking ball, as they showed up at USJ, and everyone is, like, talking to him about who was at that Infinity Lord and all that stuff. Oh, remember when he says the, like, trade something off? I think he traded off my quirk to get him. As he smiles about that. And other than that, and they went in. They became ambushed by those villains. They weren't just low tier villains. They were high tier villains that they could just kill everything. When the Eraserhead and was trying to, but so they decided to get all the students out, as Zuko was like, this is not going to be fun. And as Zuko used his power, as the little, like, ball part that was hooked to his wrist and his waist has, like, broke off, or it fell off, and now he accessed just his tap of his power. As he starts running at a high tier villains, as he basically like what he did, and but on a whole nother level. Like, he just did that, and, like, he beats all the villains so fast that even like the cameras couldn't even pick up where he's at. Yeah. As he took care of all the high villains, and boom, 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 boom. And then when he stopped, he says, all done. And for now. It would be quite fun. And again, I got bored now. Let's go. As they looked at him with such terrifying faces that they couldn't believe that Zuko, whose speed was so fast that even Michael Jackson just comes out. No, I'm just sorry. Even Michael Jackson comes out. Sorry. So he moves as the change reattach themselves. No? Yeah. As they couldn't believe that about how he could took down all the high-end villains and the Nomu under 1 second. Yeah, he moves fast. As he looks at 13 and says, "So, anything else to explain about this wonderful USJ?" And yeah, 13 says, "Oh no, this is just all. You'll be mostly trained here." Who? As yeah, as Kirigiri sees him, as he says, a man with a wrecking balls can move fast without them or with them. And when they got home last night, or when they all went to home, Zuko looked at himself in the mirror, and he sees a half of his eye, or his eye thing, looked more dark and gray, basically black on the outside, green on the inside. And yeah, as he's slowly getting corrupted. And yeah. So yeah, tone it down a bit. So yeah, as the raised her head and or no, All Might was walking right past, as he to use a bathroom thing, as he sees who and as he says, as he punched a glass, because when he saw his reflection, as All Might stops him from punching a glass, as he turns to look at him, as All Might gave him a hug, things will be alright. Trust me, I am here. Okay? As All Might couldn't believe, as he says, so what's all about this, like, thing? As Zuko, or as Recovery Girl checks on his eye to see, well, it's a overpower. It's like overflow of power that he or that you have, Zuko. You have enough power to destroy the entire world. If you don't release all that power, then this world would be cracked in half. How? Or destroyed. And as when Mr. Aizawa, Nezu, and like all of them, when they heard about what Zuko has, as Bunny Girl is more interested in Zuko, like she heard that he went trade off his quirk for more powerful from birth, that he didn't even know it. As Inko, or actually, please wait for part 2.